By when can we expect to buy products online through voice without any filters like that?
This year, there's going to be a lot of transformation. Apps will become agentic by the end of the year.
India should also build its own foundational model.
I feel that India has to build LLM. We don't have any choice.
Okay.
We have to build it.
How is the app experience is going to change with the agentic AI?
We actually are now thinking to converting websites to agentic, which means that
Welcome to MLDS 2025. We have Manoj Gupta, founder of Plotch.ai with us. It's good to have you, Manoj, here. Like a very interesting session you had about how to build AI agents for the e-commerce industry. So to simplify for our viewers, we like to know more about it. Like what are you exactly building and like what AI agents are exactly for which purpose they are.
Definitely. Plotch.ai, what we are doing is we are building, agentic AI workforce infrastructure. So using our infrastructure, you can create, deploy, and monitor your AI agents as digital workforce in your enterprise, right? So that basically is what we are building. We have, of course, we have presented a paper today at MLDS, and a very interesting, actually, crowd out here. I love the vibe, and I love that that you're focusing a lot on AI. A lot of actually very few people are talking about AI, and that's actually a very good thing. Plotch.ai, we are very excited about agentic AI. That's basically the focus of what we are building.
Mm-hmm.
And we see a lot of agentic AI companies coming out of India. I personally believe India can lead in agentic AI. We probably were late for generative AI and predictive AI and LLMs and those kind of stuff. But agentic AI it has so many things which actually have a lot of tick marks for India. And that's what is exciting for me fundamentally, apart from what we are building. Stuff.
Okay. So, like, especially for the e-commerce industry, you talked in great detail about companies like Amazon and Walmart, and like how the shopping experience is going to change in the future. Like, we won't be using apps. You talked about how through voice we'll be ordering things. Can you throw some light on that? Like, how is the app experience is going to change with the agentic AI?
Yeah. So basically, as I said, the two agentic switches which are happening, right? One is that humans are, switching to agents. Basically, that one switching is happening. Another switching which is happening, the apps are becoming agentic, right?
Yeah.
So that's another switch which is happening. And, that fundamentally what it means is that I should be able to talk to an agent. Right, so like imagine a shopping assistant, right? We actually are now thinking to converting websites to agentic, which means that they don't have anything other than a simple, voice icon, and you start speaking that in any language. It can be any local language also, right? It can be Kannada, it can be in Tamil, it can be in Hindi, whatever language, Russian, it doesn't matter. Uh, and you should be able to just say, I am looking for, let's say, a red Nike shoe under $100. That's a simple statement for me to put. Today, if you go to any search in any websites, if you type this, you will not get it because you're forced to use filters. You're saying, okay, I have to use under dollar, under those kind of stuff. But in agentic world, you don't have any filters. You basically using in the query itself. Right? Similar to how you shop in a retail store. When you go into a retail store, you don't say, show me your filters and I will click, right? You say, give me 50 gram of this. Do you have red color kurta? Okay, show me this. Similar to that kind of. So agentic is that experience which apps don't have today.
So by given your experience, by when can we expect to buy products online through voice without any filters like that? And like we'll be like talking in our natural language. So by when can we expect that to happen?
Yeah, I think I fundamentally believe that this year there's going to be a lot of transformation. A lot of apps will become agentic by the end of the year. In next 2 years, 3 years, I would say more than 50% of shopping will be voice and local language based. It will not be your clicking and browsing kind of experience. So that basically is what I believe, and what we are building is in that direction. Is that basically how do you enable, if that is going to happen, how do you enable an infrastructure which people can use to build these agents very, very quickly and stuff. Yeah.
And to build agents, like what are the major challenges companies are facing currently? Like,
So agents, yeah. So as I said, communication is one part. So agents needs to be able to talk in local language and those
Yeah.
kinds. So that's the first challenge you come into. Second thing is that what am I speaking? What am I asking? That intent detection is where a lot of errors are there, right? So that's another challenge that we have seen in an agent, running into issues. The third thing basically is orchestration. Right now, I've detected the intent. What is the right agent or what is the right tool to call is the third problem that you will start to run into. From an enterprise perspective, security is another issue because if you have deployed an agent, you don't know what the agent is doing, right? What data is accessing, to whom is giving that data. So security is one of the biggest challenge in agentic AI, and that is something that we have solved grounds up as we are building kind of stuff.
And among the early developments which have been happening around in the world, like via OpenAI, Google, like DeepSeek, like what has caught your attention and taken you by surprise? Ish.
Oh, surprise-wise, I think nothing surprises. Every week something is happening. So I mean, surprise elements are gone now. You expect a surprise, So that basically is what is happening right now. I feel that what is happening with other enterprises, like what ServiceNow is doing,
Yeah.
right, or what Salesforce is doing, right, what UiPath is doing,
Yeah.
right. The companies, what these are doing, they're actually doing agentic AI, in enterprises, and that is not being talked about a lot.
Okay.
But that is where a lot of action is happening.
Okay.
Apart from, of course, the Metas of the world and OpenAIs of the world.
So it will be safe to say that these enterprises are currently underdogs, which not many people have. Been
Yes, yes,
talking
yes.
about.
I fundamentally believe that these are giants which are not, people are not looking at it, but they are doing very interesting work in agentic AI, which is going to be very useful for enterprises.
And like, how do you see India in adopting AI? Like, what's the rate of adoption and what's the trend you have observed lately?
For India, the adoption is very low. That's a very challenging thing that we are seeing in India. That a lot of people are not talking about AI. A lot of people are not investing in AI, and a lot of policy support and all those things also missing in AI kind of stuff. So in my view, if you have to move fast, this is such a fundamental shift, and that's why all the governments, in, at least if you look at the US, they are putting $500 billion into AI, right? Because they have realized this is such a fundamental shift. Tomorrow's strategy of the government, tomorrow's wars of tomorrow, battles will be around AI. It will not be around this kind of stuff. So government and India has to do something, and but it is, sadly, it is very low right now.
So, and also there are like two schools of thought around generative AI in India, like where like Nandan Nilekani is on the side of application where we should use AI to build more apps, and then the other convention which recently took the internet by storm was like India should also build its own foundational model, especially after the success of DeepSeek, and like Arvind Srinivas also asked us to do that. So I wanted to know like what's your stand on that?
Yeah, it's the same stand that you will take on, for example, if you look at how space tech, right? So we have ISRO who's launching rockets. We are slow, but the space technology has to be owned by us, right? It's so fundamental in nature because if you have to deploy satellites and those kind of stuff. So I feel that India has to build LLM. There is no, we don't have any choice.
Okay.
We have to build it, but we will not build it with $1 trillion budget. We'll build it with $1 billion budget. Cumulatively, I'm saying, right? And we are good at that.
Yeah.
Right. We have launched and put the on the south pole of moon. No one has done it, and we have done in a lower budget. We can do the same thing in LLM also, but we don't have a choice. We have to build it.
And by any chance, do you see that AI isn't running a company as CEO? as a CEO?
As a CEO, yeah, maybe I, internally in our company itself, we have seen that a lot of the work that we were giving it to human, we are now giving it to AI agent,
Yeah.
and that shift has already happened, right? So now whether it will go to that far where there are only very few humans and very large agents, that I don't think it will happen sometime in near future,
I do it.
but it's still a possibility. I mean, you can't deny that.
And like, which app is your favorite currently? Like, you cannot live without in AI.
Oh, I cannot live without ChatGPT now.
Okay.
I mean, my thinking itself, I spend. It's like my assistant, and I just sit down on my ChatGPT and just start thinking and putting down, and it just gives me very good ideas. So yeah, that's basically what it is.
And like, how is your experience at MLDS? Like, how much are you enjoying it, and what are you most excited about?
No, it is. It is, as I said, MLDS is so the vibe is very interesting. I see, the kind of questions that I got were very very interesting. Very in depth. And it's a packed house, right? It's a packed hall, and that's very hard to see in a lot of events. And good thing is it's focused on AI. I think we as a India, as a community, we have to talk more about AI and bring everyone together so that we can do a lot more stuff internally and in this country. And that basically I see MLDS as a platform for AI in India. That's basically what it is.
So, thank you for your time, Manoj. It was like very great having a chat with you.
Thank you
again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like you actually talk to yourself.